Okay guys, it's just a really quick review of the Ozito 18 volt cordless vacuum, 18 litres in capacity. And I bought this kit from Bunnings. This kit cost me about $149. Now this kit came with the battery and charger. If you just want the vacuum without the battery and the charger, you're looking for the same thing for about $99. Okay, I looked at the price of another battery as a spare, thinking, well, it's good to have spare batteries. On its own, the same battery, which was a 4 amp hour battery, was worth $69 on its own. Plus on top of that, the charger. I thought it would make more sense just to pay the extra $49 to get an extra battery, which was cheaper than buying the battery on its own, and an extra charger. Now I already have the battery and a charger, so that was just my own personal option. Okay, just moving over to the vacuum. All unpacked, all the packaging's already undone. So this is the 18 litre container. Still new. I've installed the dust bag. This in here, which is still left in there, is the filter bag that goes around in replacement of the blue dust filter. Okay, so if you are vacuuming dry stuff, you keep this one on. If you're going to vacuum wet, you will take this out the bag, and this will, in fact, I'll open it up and I'll show you. Okay, so remove this from the packaging, and it is just hot. It just goes, it just goes around over the plastic after you've taken the blue sock off. This blue dust protector off. Let's see if I can pull this off with one hand. Trying to be multitask with the camera in one hand and using my other hand to pull this off. Feels a bit tricky, but I will get there. So this blue one was already pre-installed, just to let you know. Okay, that's off. So if you're going to vacuum up liquids, you then just install the foam one. Now, I will need two hands to put that on, but just to give you an idea, without putting it the whole way on, you need to install that the whole way. So just taking this off now, let's have a quick look. So inside this mechanism is a float, and if you tip that float up, you'll see that plastic move down as if it's the other way up and it's got liquid pushing up. Now that will act as a stop, which will be a valve. Okay, now just moving on, the switch is at the front here. I'm looking from the top view. Once I put it together, I'll give you a proper view. At the back, this is where your battery goes, up the top here, inside. You can see that. Okay, this is the model number for the single model, which you will see on the box when you buy a single model. Okay, this outlet is the blower outlet, so it's also got a blower side. So handy if you get blockages. And the intake side is obviously on the container itself, or the stainless steel bucket, whatever you want to call the container. Okay, I'll cut the video, I will put it together and carry on with my review. One sec. Okay, so I've reinstalled the dust protector over the top of on the bottom of the motor section. Now I will put this together. Now looking at this, the inlet is here for the vacuum and the outlet is on this side. So this will fit on with the Ozito facing forward to the inlet. Okay, so the Ozito will be facing forward to the inlet. Okay, inside there I've already installed the dust bag. Pretty straightforward, I didn't actually show that, but it just literally pushes on the inside, as easy as that. And we'll put the catches on. Okay, so now I will get the hose. This is the fitting end of the hose. So this fitting end of the hose will go, you've got an inside and an outside. The inside goes in and there's an arrow, and there that arrow is pointing to that lug there. So I'll push that into there and just twist it to the right, no real force, and now that's locked in. Okay, I won't bother with the attachments at the moment, I'll just get the end, just for this demonstration, so at the end of the hose. Okay, I will now install the battery. This battery came with this kit, 4 Ah battery, pretty good deal. Already charged it up, so it's fully charged. Just before I plug the battery in, I'll just show you the charger. Now the charger's still in its original box. I haven't used it because I have 2 other chargers for 2 other blocks of batteries I have. So there's the charger, all nice and bagged. So to me that's going to be a nice spare charger if one breaks, although I can replace it. Little booklet with all the other information, all the other devices you can buy, and instructions. Okay, instructions in there also will show you which way it goes when you put it together. Overall, not too bad. Okay, time to put the battery in. Now, I kind of need 2 hands almost for this. I'll see how I go. The camera's just going to move closer just for this as I'm supporting the lid. Now I don't know if you can see, but that just slots in the top in the groove. Push that in so it locks. Locked in. Now this flap will just flap up and down unless you just give it a little bit of a push at the bottom. There's like a little plastic lug there, and a little bit of plastic mould in there and there. Now when you push this down, if you push it just a little bit firmer, it won't lift up until you just put it that much, that little bit more. Okay, so now we're ready to turn on. Okay, we'll turn the vacuum on with the switch. It's going to be noisy, but just for a demonstration, I've got a clean bit of tissue, just screwed it up, put it on the floor. We'll just see how it goes. That's just an indication for the suction. So here we go. Go. So that has got quite a good suction. Okay, that's stuck to my hand. Please remember guys, this is only a quick review, just to give you an idea. Okay, turn it off. This is just a quick review to give you an idea. I haven't actually tested it with gravel, sawdust or anything else, but by the power of the vacuum to the ratio of just being 18 volts and batteries, I'm pretty impressed. without actually having to try it out properly, I'll give it about an 8 out of 10 without testing. Sucked up a tissue pretty easy. The only reason it's 8 out of 10 is because for the price and the value, that's what I kind of expect. The things that kind of I thought that let me down is just a few things. These are very static, pick up the dirt very easy on the outside, and you got to plug all these together to make the long stem as long as you want. Okay, a little bit on the cheap side, because when you get to the last piece, like the brush, like the actual end, okay, these tubes do not plug in that way. They do not plug in that way around. They will plug in the opposite way. What happens is there's a piece of metal that goes between. Now this piece of metal will either go between the bottom piece and the end here, or you can push the plastic end in here, and then that last metal piece will go between the top end and the actual hose. Again, I do apologise for the camera work. Just for this demonstration here, I'm only going to put one section on. Okay, didn't actually see that because I'm trying to hold the camera, but the metal piece will either go between the top end or the bottom end, depending on which way around you decide to put the plastic poles. Your choice, it will work either way. Now just for that, I've scored it a little bit lower. And the end brush piece is just a very cheap one. The carpet brush bit will move in and out with the button now. Okay, sorry this video is a little bit messy, but this is the best I can do with one hand and a quick short review.